Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Chairman Senate, Sayyid Yusuf Mirza Gilani, Speaker National Assembly, Sardar Ayaz Sadiq, Prime Minister of Pakistan, Muhammad Shahbaz Sharif, members of the Parliament, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. It is my singular privilege as your civilian president to address for the 8th time the August House at the beginning of another parliamentary year. This moment marks not only the continuation of our democratic journey, but also provides us with an opportunity to review our progress and reaffirm our commitment to building a better future for Pakistan. As we embark on this new parliamentary year, I urge this House to focus on promoting good governance and political economic stability. Our people have pinned our hopes on Parliament and we must rise to the expectations. It is my first duty to remind you, we need to work harder to strengthen our democratic system, restore public confidence in the rule of law, and put Pakistan on the road to prosperity. I would like to appreciate the government's efforts putting the country on a positive path to economic growth. Our foreign exchange reserves have witnessed a surge. There was a substantial increase in foreign direct investment, and the stock market also surged to a historic high. The government has also reduced the policy rate from 22 to 12%, and all other economic indicators have shown a healthy and sign improvement. Honorable members, you are aware the population dynamics of our country have changed. A combination of factors present challenging. We must address the high rate of our population growth along with strategic drift in our administrative machinery has increased governance issues manifold. It is my considered opinion that this House should take this responsibility seriously and play its role in real and reset our governance and service delivery outcomes. As far as the government is concerned, ministries need to redefine their vision and objectives and understand that pressing issues faced by the people of Pakistan have to be resolved within a certain time frame. We need to deliver tangible benefits, restore trust of the people in democratic institutions. Democracy needs and give and take. And what better place to work of collective goals than this Parliament? As elected representatives, your function is role models for the nation. As you go about your parliamentary business, think beyond narrow goals. Think of the unity and consensus our country so desperately needs. I would urge all you to empower our people, make decisions of national importance with consensus, encourage domestic, international investment for economic growth and job creation, foster social economic justice and ensure fairness and transparency in our system. Chairman Senate, Mr. Speaker, for our country to prosper, it must build equitable. This is going to be a century of many new global changes, and to weather such transitions, we need to ensure that our people with their different regions and resources are on board of national development. It is my firm belief that a strong Pakistan is one where fruits of progress and development are equally shared by all its provinces and citizens. We should work actively to promote inclusive and uniform development, ensuring no province, no district, and no village is left behind. The House should ensure development is not limited to a few select areas, but reaches every nook and corner of the country. The ignored and neglected areas demand urgent attention from the federal government. We also need investments in infrastructure, education, healthcare, and economic opportunities to address the sense of deprivation. Parliament is the one forum where any sense of deprivation cannot just be aired constructively, but also addressed with political empathy. By the executive branch, that is the test of real statecraft. In this regard, improving our taxation system is essential to moving forward as a country. We must reform and expand our tax net, not overburdening those who already contribute, but by ensuring that every eligible taxpayer participates in nation building. Pakistan should also diversify its exports, focusing on value-added goods and services to expand new markets and build a competitive export-oriented economy. We need to make our IT industry a key driver of economic growth. We should focus on building digital and information highways, investing in IT parks, enhancing internet accessibility and speed, and supporting the growth of our technology-driven economy. Equally important is the sustained support of small and medium enterprises. We must ensure access to credit, address procedural bureaucratic hurdles, and create policies that promote youth-led businesses. Our young people should be encouraged to enter businesses through SMEs-focused programs, skill development initiatives, and accessible loan schemes. In order to achieve these objectives, I would like to urge the House to play its role to increase the ease of doing business. Investors, small businesses, and international companies must find Pakistan an attractive potential of investment. Honorable members, today the common man, the laborers, and the salaried class are facing serious economic hardships. Our citizens are burdened by inflation, high prices of essential items, and rising energy costs. As we approach the next budget, I urge this Parliament and the government to provide real relief to the people. The government should take measures to forthcome budgets to increase salaries, pension, reduce income taxes on salaried class, lower energy costs, which would help reduce financial burden on them. At the same time, we should avoid downsizing jobs cuts. Instead of our focus should be on creating jobs and utilizing trained manpower productively. Ladies and gentlemen, women constitute almost 50% of the country's population, but they are underrepresented in every aspect of life. It is essential to empower them for enhancing their representation in various sectors. The most important intervention we can make as government and parliament is to make women at the bottom of the social pyramid financially independent, in accordance with the vision of Shahid Mohtarma Banerjee Bhutto. The Banerjee Income Support Program (BISP) remains a crucial lifeline of millions of families. Its reach must be expanded and cash transfers should be further enhanced. Young people make up a huge proportion of our current demographics. They need hope and inspiration. We should ensure the children are not outside schools in Pakistan. Promoting higher education, enhancing research in the universities should be a fundamental priority for creating a knowledge-based economy. I urge the federal and provincial governments to increase allocation for education sector in the upcoming budget on micro level and to also provide more opportunities through scholarships and financial assistance programs. This is also the moment for us to reflect on how we can enhance access to quality health care. All our citizens, reduce worrying incidents of malnutrition and polio vaccination in many children. Emphasis should be laid on primary health care. Respectable parliamentarians, I believe that domestic and regional conservative is a fundamental to prosperous Pakistan. We need a strong, efficient transport infrastructure, road networks and modernized railways. Gilgit-Baltistan and Balochistan require a special attention in terms of connectivity and development, as these regions are Pakistan's strategic frontier. They are vital to our national economy. This will not only lower poverty, but also stimulate the economy with the new job skills and markets. The China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, CPEC, and Govt Port remain central to our vision of connectivity. These projects must fully realize so that Pakistan can serve as a gateway to international trade, linking Central Asia, South Asia, and Middle East. At this point, I would like to take this opportunity to urge the federal and provincial governments to strengthen agriculture sector, ensure sustainable water management, bring coordination and agencies to the urgent task of managing the growing threats of climate change. I say this because agriculture is a key pillar of our economy, and it is imperative that we modernize this sector by adopting new farming techniques, developing better seeds, investing in agricultural research and development, creating more jobs by making land more productive. In order to improve our productivity, increase livestock yield and expand food exports, our farmers must be equipped with modern tools. We must aim for stability and self-sufficiency in food production. We need to focus on greater water availability and its efficient use. We must work towards innovative solutions such as bringing water from Tajikistan to Balochistan, upgrading irrigation systems, and utilizing new technologies to conserve and distribute water. Our fisheries and livestock sectors have immense potential. Pakistan's rivers, lakes and coastal areas hold untapped opportunities for fisheries. Commercial cattle farming can open new avenues for employment and export. I urge the government to play its role in providing incentives, training and support to our youth to make this industry a vital part our economic future. I would like to urge the government to seek greater cooperation and exchange with China in this regard. You are aware that Pakistan is one of the countries most impacted by climate change. We should focus on restoring biodiversity, adaptive strategies on the food and water security nexus, and preservation of the economic system. We must invest in the promotion of renewable energy, electric vehicles. We must also focus on recharging our wetlands and rivers so that they emerge pollution free, and because once again the lifeline for livelihood and rich marine ecosystem. The mangroves of Sindh stand as a shining example of what can be achieved through conservative efforts. glad to share that in Sindh we have planted 2 billion mangroves, which have also earned Sindh government a substantial finance through carbon credits. We should replicate this model protectively and benefit it from the international carbon credit market. Members of the Parliament, we view the current internal and external security challenges which need to further strengthen our security capabilities and enhance capacity for our law enforcement agencies to effectively deal with menace of terrorism. Parliament needs to play a role in building a consensus to tackle extremist ideologies as well as militancy that supports such violence. We are all aware of the external support and funding the terrorists are getting today, causing human and financial losses to the nation. We must unite to ensure that the challenges don't gather more momentum, because already thousands of our security forces have sacrificed their lives in the fight against terrorism, and we cannot allow resurgence again. I want to assure you that we are committed to eradication of the menace with the support of the nation and the brave armed forces. Successful intelligence-based operations have led to dismantling of terrorist networks to destabilize our nation. The entire nation is proud of its security forces and pays rich tribute to their bravery and dedication and countless sacrifices they have made in the service to the country. At the same time, we should not forget that militancy finds roots in deprivation and inequity. So we must focus on the development and regions most affected by terrorism and create employment. Outside our borders, the world is in a different stages of transition. Pakistan is committed to regional peace, stability, economic integration. Our foreign policies will always be guided by national interest, international cooperation, and principles of sovereignty, mutual respect. We should enhance our cooperation with friendly regional countries in the area of trade, economy, climate, and cultural exchange. We will continue to play our role as a responsible, peace-loving nation. Our time-tested relationship with China remains a cornerstone to our diplomacy. We will continue to further strengthen economic and strategic ties with Beijing. We will further cement our all-weather strategic cooperation partnership with China and continue to support the One China policy. During my recent visit to China, I had a fruitful discussions with Chinese leadership while inviting them to make more investment in CPEC to improve regional and economic integration. the Chinese leadership, both nations have reaffirmed commitments to further strengthen economic cooperation. The benefit of CPEC will reach every corner of Pakistan through different projects. We deeply appreciate the support of our trusted friend Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Turkey, and others who have stood by us in times of economic challenges. We are committed to further strengthening our long-standing historic, cultural, and economic ties with the friendly nations of the Gulf and Central Asia and Kingdom of the United States of America. The recent counter-terrorism cooperation between the US and Pakistan is encouraging, and the two countries should build on this success to renew and enhance cooperation for joint goals. Honorable members, the plight of two of our brothers and sisters in Indian illegal occupied Jammu and Kashmir remains of great concern for the entire nation. The people of Kashmir have been suffering for decades under unjust occupation, oppression, and brutal human rights violations. By the success of Indian regimes, Pakistan will always stand by them in their struggle of self-determination. We will firm our unwavering moral, political, diplomatic support for the Kashmir people and call upon the international community to take decisive action against atrocities being committed by Indian occupied forces. The voice of oppression will not be silent. Pakistan will continue to raise this issue at every international forum. In Palestine demands urgent attention of the world. The Palestinian people continue to endure violence, displacement, ethnic cleansing, and oppression at the hands of Israel's security forces. Pakistan is actively committed to Palestine cause and is consistent in the calling of a just and lasting solution based on international law and aspirations of the Palestinian people. Our position is clear and wavering that establishment of an independent and sovereign Palestinian state with Al-Quds al-Sharif as its capital is essential for lasting peace in the region. Honorable members, before I conclude, I must draw the attention of the House of a matter of concern for this Federation. The President of Pakistan has been elected by all four provincial assemblies and National Assembly and Senate of Pakistan. In the Constitution framework, it is my duty to represent the Federation. The most challenging and circumstances when my wife Shaheed Mohtama Benazir Bhutto was assassinated, I was the one who chanted Pakistan Khape for me. Pakistan always comes first. It is therefore my constitutional duty as your President, my personal obligation as a patriotic Pakistani to caution the House and the government that some of your unilateral policies are causing grave strain on the Federation. In particular, the government's unilateral decision to carve out some canals from the Indus River, still despite strong opposition from federating units. A proposal that I, as your President, cannot support. I urge this government to abandon this correct proposal and work together with the stakeholders to come up with a viable, sustainable solution based on unanimous consensus among the federating units. In the end, I would like to again invite the attention of the House to fulfill the responsibilities entrusted to this Parliament and play its role in the nation building, strengthening institutions and improving governance. Let us put national interests supreme, set aside personal and political differences. Let us work together to revive our economy, strengthen our democracy, and uphold the rule of law. Let us strive to build a Pakistan that is just, prosperous, and inclusive, make the best use of this parliamentary year. Thank you. Pakistan, Zindabad!
Mr. President, in exercise of the powers conferred by Clause 1 of Article 54 of the Constitution of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, I hereby prorogue the session of both houses summoned to assemble together on Monday, the 10th March 2025 on conclusion of its business. Thank you, sir.